This is part two to the documents from from California, part two, that I didn't address. Over here, we have sort of an inception of things. This group of letters, and I don't want to get too close because there are some addresses on there. Let's see. Let me see if I can cover this up.
Any other lingering effects or even psychological effects for this trip? At the moment, I just feel very fatigued.
When I filed my lawsuit in federal court in Indiana, or in Indianapolis, I also included what I refer to as a list of associated parties. And these were the folks in San Diego, either A, that having a little trouble speaking, mercilessly assisted the San Diego Police Department in causing me harassment and persecution due to their empoisonment. But it also, to a larger extent, also includes people who incited the police in the first place. So there are some parties listed here that were the individuals who initiated and contacted the San Diego Police Department, filling them with misrepresentations, half-truths, and explaining on how that they had moved forward. Basically, this was a retaliatory effort, as these documents here attest. So when I became aware that the San Diego Police Department was beginning to follow me, and what would you call what did I refer to it as? Surveillance as harassment, wherever where I would either be followed or wherever I turned, everywhere I turned, there was an SDPD patrol car. I sent off a letter to the district attorney's office on August 1st, and this goes into fairly extensive detail about the situation and what I was asking for her help in doing. And then subsequent to not receiving any help, and I don't know if this I eventually received a letter back after I had started to contact attorneys trying to find someone to take my case. What this list of documents is the attachments the packet that I put together as I solicited attorneys to explain the nature of the case. So these were all documents that I had sent to individuals on this list. Anyway, and over here, this was my book of lawyers to contact. Now there was sort of a demarcation in the 13 months that I was in San Diego. There was, prior to being constructively evicted from my rental home of nearly 15 years by the new landlords that were motivated to kick out the older tenants who had taken over the building, and who I had an issue with when they attempted to do so to me. And they were subsequently one of the parties that had incited the San Diego PD against me. So I had attempted to contact lawyers prior to being constructively evicted, and that's what, this list of documents. So this would have run from the August through, I think I was heavily sending them in September. And then I was constructively evicted. I moved out on January 4th and moved to a downtown residential hotel, and that's when things really went south. I was being forced down the economic ladder. I was put into a situation where the INDY immediately capitalized upon in poisoning the neighbors in the residential hotel I was living in, which made it a misery for me, and was one of the major reasons that my brother was so insistent that I move out here, because of what I was experiencing during that period. Here's a file, more information from San Diego, return receipts from, letters that I had sent. So overall, this is all information, aka evidence that I may not have in the event that I am falsely arrested here and then extradited. I'm not sure that I will be able to, because there's no one. I have been so isolated and ostracized. There's no one in the world that I can forward this information to or have it pertain. So I don't know. One of the things I hope to look into tonight, or possibly tomorrow, is what kind of precedents there are regarding this kind of thing, particularly with someone who might end up being a pro se client. I mean, I don't want to get into that, but if I'm falsely arrested, obviously, unless there's some sneaky thing that they're going to try and do, which is probable, if not, it's possible, if not probable, that some kind of sleazy scheme will occur to try and deny me an attorney somehow. I don't know exactly how that would be possible, but we'll see. But I just wanted to catch up with this little part here, and that's it. Thanks.